Okay, today's lesson is on chain technique, fighting chain technique, specifically a Manriki Gusari or Gusari Fundo. That's your basic fighting chain. Nasty weapon, has functionality. Probably, I'd rather have a stick, I'd rather have a staff, I'd rather have even some sorts of knives in various ways. It's not a perfect weapon, but definitely very rough, very nasty. Now, the only reason I really focus on this a little bit is because normally, especially most guys, you probably wear a belt day to day. So it's a flexible piece of something with a piece of metal at the end. So you got your belt on, you take your belt off, you put the buckle side outside, and suddenly you can hit with it, just like that, and come around. But you can't keep the guy off you. It's totally flexible, but you can strike the guy. As you can see, one downside is it does tend to bounce back. That's a problem coming here. So you have something like that on you all the time. So that's why we focus on it. What you can do with it, most basically you can do that. You get the belt off, flip it out, put the buckle on down here, and then just come out and strike. Guy's coming at you, guy's got a knife in his hand or something, you come down, hit that knife in, or just come up and hit, to the head most likely. Going here, bang. Now, for a little functionality of how to use the thing, the problem is this. When you swing this way, you can kind of like coil it around, and when you swing this way, it just hits you. So because you get your shoulder on this side, it gives it time to kind of like loop around and come back. But on this side, it doesn't. So this is a trick you have to, when you go on this side, you turn your hand like this, you bring it around, and you coil, the chain in like that. Here. And you got to kind of like bring it around you a little bit. So that's the secret, to be able to swing the thing aggressively and not have it go and hit you in the back like you just did. So right here, and this doesn't just sit there like this, because if you let it, it'll just wrap around. It's got to kind of go like this as you come around and strike. Generally, guys vertically, you strike horizontally into very rough as far as when it comes around there. Otherwise, what you can do with it is you can grab it like this, you can come in, you can still strike with it, you can block with it, you can be here, you can block, across. When you block something, you can wrap it. You can block like the knife coming in, wrap it up, pull it out, break the thing, things like that. Like pull, block, wrap. You can also strike, and come around into your throw, or just when you're hitting and just wrapping up and just choking, boom, strike in and choke off like that. So that's some of the things, just real basic weapon though. That's pretty much what you can do with it. You can swing and strike, or you can trap and like that, or choke with it. You can kind of hide it in your hand and then just let it come out. So things like that, but that's why we use it like that. So because we have that belt on us all the time, it might be the only thing you have. You don't have a knife on you. You do have essentially a fighting chain, and that's a little bit of what is done with the fighting chain. Very simple weapon, very nasty, but be aware it does tend to bounce. So you could have it recoiling to some degree, and you can't just hold the guy off with it because it's totally flexible. You can strike at him to keep him off, but you can't, like with a stick, you can at least reach out, hit the guy, you can push him back with it. This you can only hit, and obviously for the most part, some guys get them like this, where they flick them out as they open the thing up and then come out from here. But for the most part, you've got no linear usage with it. It's only swinging, and then, like I said, trapping and choking. There you go. There's your Manriki Gusari or Gusari Fundo. That's a little overview of what it is. But the functionality is because most guys, some women, have a belt they're wearing, most times during the day. So you do have a weapon like this on you. It's the only thing you have. The guy's got a knife, you pull that belt off, suddenly you're in the game.